Hey, how's it going? My name is Daniel Calderon and welcome back to Corner Talks. As the pandemic comes to an end, we look forward to a lot of opportunities, a lot of activities, and for me, my biggest thing is going to the movie theaters. Yes, I miss this social setting. I believe it's more about just watching a film. Given that I am a passionate, aspiring filmmaker, I still look at it as going out to dinner or hanging out with friends. Like I said, a social setting, a social outing where you can really just catch up with friends and be in that circle and enjoy a great motion picture. Movie theaters are such a unique experience, such a unique venue that a lot of people should experience in their lifetime. I believe the generations in the future shouldn't resort to a streaming service, as convenient and as cheap as that might sound. Movie theaters are more than that. So, having said that, these are my favorite things about movie theaters. The first thing that sticks out to me and something that I associate with so much when I think of the movie theaters is that large, massive screen. 90-foot wide screen, the projector. It's something that always will stick out to me. It's something that I look forward to when I go to the movies, because I don't care how rich you are, I don't care how much money you put into your house. Yeah, I'm sure you can replicate that movie theater experience. But for everyone else, for the average person, for the people that are watching it on their cell phones, an action-packed movie, Avengers, Endgame, or Star Wars, nothing will compare to going to the movie theaters and, like I said, a 90-foot wide screen blaring, just looking at it, feeling immersed, feeling overwhelmed, feeling captivated. This screen I'm so infatuated with because, again, I'm from a middle-class family. We can't afford a 90-foot tall, wide screen, I should say. We have 55-inch screen TVs, which, again, we're blessed, we're fortunate to have that, but at the same time, it's not going to compare to a movie theater screen. And ever since I was a child, because we didn't always have those 55-inch wide TVs, when we had those little box TVs, those 32-inch, right? When we had one TV in the house back in the day, not that old, but as a millennial speaking, those movie theaters were something to look forward to. And, going there and being immersed, again, in an experience and really just captivated by the moving picture through such a grand, powerful size, is really something that I can always look back to and remember. The size of the movie theater screens impress me because it makes you feel part of the experience. It makes you feel immersed into the story. I'm all about storytelling as a filmmaker, and what better way to make you feel like you're part of the world, right? You're watching Avatar, you feel part of Pandora. You're watching Star Wars, you feel part of the galaxy. And that's just to name a few. Even independent films, even romantic films, even dramatic films. You want to feel that connection with the audience. And what better way to do it through visuals, right? That's what film is, it's a medium. And that's why, I always look back and look forward to the movie screen, to that theater experience. And it's something that, anyone really that is a fan of movies or anyone that's a fan of storytelling should not dismiss that really, really captivating aspect about having such a large, overwhelming screen immerse you into the story that's being told. One thing that cannot be oversighted when you're at the movies is the loud surround sound. Yes, nowadays, again, like with the large screen, everybody can replicate it or try to with the Dolby 5.1 and they put them in their basement. I know I've tried that with a soundbar. But the speakers in a movie theater, the way the acoustics work, the ambiance, the way it immerses you, again, like with the large screen, is nothing compared to a movie theater. Nothing compared to what you would witness in a basement, at a friend's house or watching Netflix in your room. The sound is incomparable. And sound is just as important as a story, if not more important. They often joke in filmmaking that once you get the story, the sound better be immaculate as well, because that's the second most important thing. And it's so true, right? When you watch a film, if the sound is muffled or it's echoey or you can't hear it properly, you're not going to be invested, you're not going to be engaged. But that sound, the details in it, make such a difference. The rhythms and the voices, the music, the score, the sound effects, I should mention, the droplets of water, pin dropping, just hearing someone speak, the dialogue. I'm fascinated with all that. And again, I'm a filmmaker, so yeah, I have that bias. But even before that, even before I was pursuing this career, being involved, being at the theaters, I always knew as a little boy there was something different about watching a movie with that sound, with that impeccable sound, compared to what I was getting at home. Whether it was on a 32-inch TV, a 55-inch TV, even a 75-inch TV in my basement. Nothing compares. Nothing compares with the sound that comes out of the movie theaters with these default stereo systems that Sony or Toshiba or anyone provides out of their TVs. The best sound is when you're in an IMAX theater, an auditorium. And again, it's how it plays off the walls, how it invites people, how it immerses everybody to feel part of the experience. And that's what I think as filmmakers, as storytellers and creatives, we're all after, is making everyone feel part of the experience, the story that we're telling them. Anyone that knows me can tell you that I'm a huge foodie. I love food of all kinds, from all cultures. I'm Italian, I love my pasta as well, but I also have a huge sweet tooth. It's a guilty pleasure of mine, and I just love snacking in general. That's something that I gotta watch out for. I can't let myself go too much. The pandemic has proven that, in some situations you can gain weight. Nevertheless, movie theaters grant me that experience. They allow me to explore all those snacking options. And it's something, again, that I look forward to when I watch a movie. I'm the kind of guy that I need to sit and munch on something. If I'm not munching on something, I'm looking at my phone, which is not good. But I just love that experience where you're sipping on Coke, you're eating your popcorn, and you're eating your peanut M&Ms. Yes, I said it. I know everyone has a go-to candy, but for me, it's peanut M&Ms. You throw it in the movie theater popcorn. It is to die for. Now, having said that, with the movie theater popcorn, it is not like anything I've experienced anywhere. Grocery stores, you cannot find it. I don't care what anyone says, the Orville's movie theater version popcorn, the flavor, it's nothing. Nothing compared to what I've experienced. I'm from Toronto, so we have cinemas called Cineplex, and their movie theater popcorn is so good that I'm willing to drop the $30. Yes, I said that, $30 for a bag of popcorn. But it's the way in which they make it. The butter seeps into the kernels. They turn it like a harsh yellow, like it's very vivid. And you put that in your mouth, and again, the Coke complements it beautifully. This is something that needs to come back very soon, guys. This is something one could argue. People might think I'm more fascinated with the food than the actual film. And at times, yeah, if the movie's not good, I'm happy and satisfied that at least I got the food out of it. I'm not much of a fanatic for this. But nevertheless, again, this is such a great experience to go there and munch on some snacks, whatever it is your favorite. I just mentioned mine, and those are my go-to, but it's all, again, part of the experience. Whether it's popcorn, whether it's M&Ms, whether it's a hot dog or nachos, everyone has a go-to snack. Everyone has something that they enjoy eating with when they watch a film, and that should be rightfully yours. It makes it more personal. And I think that's what it's going at, is what I miss about the movies is, yeah, I could do that at home. I could grab a bowl of popcorn, which I have done. I tried to replicate that experience, put some M&Ms in there. But it just feels different when you're at the movie theaters and everyone has their own snacks and munching on their own candy, and you just feel a unique moment. And that's something that I definitely look forward to whenever that time comes again. And finally, we have the audience. Yes, this is a controversial one because I hear a lot of people, especially millennials and Gen Zs, that they can't stand each other. They can't go to an auditorium and sit with someone that's munching on popcorn, belching, farting, kicking your seat. And I don't blame them, because I've been in those experiences, and it completely distracts you, it completely takes you out of the movie, the experience. And I've been talking about experience and storytelling this whole video. But so why would you ask me, why would I care about the audience? Well, for me, the reason why I care about the audience is because that's the missing piece to the movie. That's what makes it an immersive social experience. That's what makes it something more than the movie you're watching. For me, when I'm watching a movie alone, yes, I'm going back and forth with it. I have my thoughts in my head. I'm analyzing it. I'm judging it, this and that. But when you're watching it with people around you and they're laughing with scenes that are intended to be comedic, or they're gasping at scenes that are dramatic, or they're talking to their friend about, wow, did you see that action sequence? Those moments in the viewing experience actually inspired me to become a filmmaker. In any piece that I create, any piece of content or story or film, I want whoever watching it, 1 to 5 to 10, maybe one day 10,000 people, I want them to look at it, and I want them to talk amongst themselves. I want them to create a dialogue. I want them to have thought-provoking moments about it. I want them to enjoy it, show some emotion, because that is the whole point of stories. That is the whole point of why we're filmmakers. That is the whole point why we pursue this crazy dream, this challenging path of the arts, is because we want other people to react to the story we're telling them. We don't want to keep it to ourselves. We don't want to, be in a corner and just write it down and then no one can see them. Or else we would do that and, pursue a simple job, a job that would pay the bills and, make us live comfortable lives. No, the reason why we create these challenges for ourselves, the reason why we are crazy enough to believe in our dreams coming true is because we want to share these stories that we've created in our head with the world. We want them to become a reality. And I think it's so important why the audience needs to be around. Yeah, okay, in the pandemic, a lot of people were saying, I just love the convenience of watching it in my room and, flipping on a channel and just, being in the comfort of my home and pausing and I can go to the bathroom. But I'm all about watching it with everyone else. I'm all about telling a story to the masses, to inspire them, to hear their thoughts on it, to hear their judgments or their criticism, constructive criticism, maybe positive feedback. I want to feel them. I want to feel what is going on in their minds and in their hearts. That is what makes the film come alive. Not just you and the screen, but with everybody. And that's something that we should really take into account and something that we should never dismiss or take for granted, is that a viewing experience. Yes, some experiences are better than others, 100%. I've been in situations where I just wanted to leave the auditorium, but when it works, it works. And I've been in situations where a movie has actually enhanced. The experience has been enhanced for me because of the people I've watched it with, whether it was friends, family, or just the general public. So that's something that really you should take into account the next time you go to a movie theater. Look around you, be in the moment, be in the experience with them, and watch the movie, and you'll see it come alive in ways that you'll never thought were possible. Thank you again, guys, for joining me on another Corner Talks. I really hope you enjoyed my discussion on my favorite things about movie theaters. Like I said, with the pandemic coming to an end, with light being at the end of the tunnel, we have restrictions being cleared, we have vaccines being taken. I really do believe by the summer, movie theaters will start to see an occupancy like never before. People do miss them. Like I said, it's not just about watching a movie. It's not about, munching on popcorn. It's a social setting. It's an outing. It's you go on a date, you want to hang out with friends, you want to talk amongst, filmmakers. You want to, have a memorable experience with them. What do? You go to the movies, and it's been like that for generations. So I really hope that doesn't get taken advantage of, taken for granted. I really hope people respect and appreciate that and fight for it if they are going away in the industry. I really hope, everyone out there enjoys their streaming services to a certain point, but at the same time, they prefer going to the movie theaters, especially when a great movie is playing. If you agree or disagree to anything I had to say on this discussion, please leave your comments down below. I always love to see your thoughts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Take care, and we'll talk soon.